So, it is Tuesday, the 3rd of February, and a cold Tuesday, the 3rd of February at that. We are on the way to the gym today. Uh, yeah, it's been one of those days today. A good day, positive day, but it's been a long day, and I'm hoping that doesn't overly affect performance in the gym. It's a pull day today, according to my app, so I think that means back and biceps, which is always good fun. You can never go wrong with that. I'm not 100% sure on the plan that I've got today. I'll probably end up changing it up and switching between different workouts and so on and so forth. But yeah, definitely looking forward to this one, because this whole week now is going to be the first week where I've been able to go every single day, which is going to be good. I've had other engagements and stuff and not been able to stick to it quite so much, but this whole week now is going to be a week dedicated to just going to the gym. So yeah, so I think it's going to be a good one. I'm going to try and set some personal best today if it is back and biceps, because they're the muscles that are like easiest. That and legs. Obviously, yesterday with chest, I was having some issues in my shoulder and stuff. But other than that, there's not really much more to say. So I will jump back into everything when I'm in the gym. So here we're working on 30 kg. This is my second set, so when I'm a bit fatigued, I'm going to be completely honest. The first set I did 12 reps and took it out of me, but this set was pretty good. I found, it was just a lot more engaging. I go up a little bit more by the end of this, but in terms of like shoulder activation, yeah, it was good. It was a good shoulder training session. So here we're doing lat pull downs. Now, with lat pull downs, I do them in a very specific way. I like to go for a good few amount of reps, try and like work in that range, and then once I can't do any more, or I feel fatigued, or I hit 12, then I go up in weight. I don't know if this is optimal training, but this is definitely how I like to do the training. And then once I go up in weight, I immediately get back into it and go again. And once I'm unable to do any more, then I go back up in weight. So I think I did about 35 and 45 and 50 kg today. I tried something new today as well, where I switched grip, which you'll probably see when I get onto the 50 kg. But I switched grip to reverse grip, I think it's called. I don't know, kind of like a chin-up. And I was able to crank out 4 more reps, which I'm pretty sure I got from Chris Bumstead. So, yeah, but that was the lat pull down section of this. I found it just really good. Really enjoyed this lat pull down session. Yeah, so roughly around here is where I switch grips. I have to like take a minute to compose myself. So in my app, I counted it as like a short rest and like a thing. There's a switch grip there. So reverse grip or whatever you want to call it. And I was able to smash out 4 more reps. But they were very challenging reps and that. But yeah, like I said, really good back workout, really good feeling today. So this exercise I have like very big confusion with, because one app calls it a bar pullover, but another app doesn't recognize it as an exercise. So I'm a little bit confused as to what this was called, but it's definitely a good one. I like it a lot. I think I'm working on, I think that's like 35 potentially. I don't know. If you look at the weight stack, the numbers just aren't there. Now I'm working on about 40, 45 kind of area, and this was me trying to force myself to failure, which I don't necessarily know if that's a good idea or not to do it to this extent. Purely just because I was not hitting an optimal rep range. It's either here or it's in a different set that I didn't film. But I did like 4 reps at that weight. So yeah, definitely not in that optimal rep range. But it is good to try and force myself past that failure point. I think they're called partials or something. I need to look up more the vernacular and terminology. So here we're working on preachers. Now, preachers started at 10 today, 10 kg, moved their way up to 12.5s, where there was a lot of assisted reps, but I was still getting the range of movement, going till failure, that kind of thing. So I was pretty proud of myself for that. Now I'm back on 10s again, and you'll notice that I go into assisted reps again. Now, I don't know if these are good or bad, but as long as I'm hitting failure and I'm hitting it in that optimal rep range, I don't see an issue really. Good thing I noticed as well is I hit the failure point when it comes to like the assisted reps. I hit that at the same point on both arms. To me, that means there's a nice little muscle balance going on between the two arms that I'm quite proud of. Worked quite, not like anything mental or anything, but I'm good that there's an obvious balance between the two arms. Right, I think it's this next rep here. Yeah, so you can see the assisted reps come in at the same amount of reps. Oh, I hit the camera. Did not know that. But yeah, so these are preachers, and moving on to the pose down. So with this pose down, I'm trying to focus more on just the arms, because obviously that's what I was training today. So I don't do really the chest pose like I did yesterday, nor do I do the ab pose. I just go straight into arms. I kind of forgot how to do arms for a bit, clearly. The lighting's not great, but you can see there's some definition. There's the triceps. I don't know why I posed triceps. I didn't do triceps today. Back, here's me trying to figure out how to do a lat pose, sorry. I saw Sam Sulik do this one, which is why I'm trying it. I don't know really how to do it. I'm going to work a lot more on poses, and here is the right side of the bicep. Here's my front double bicep, that I've seen a lot of like influencers do. And that's it for the pose down. The rundown of today's gym session. First off, way more intense of a pull day than last time I did a pull day. Obviously, I'm being coached by an app. This time round, there was no rest times in between sets. I don't know if that was like an error on my part, or if I wasn't supposed to take rests. I did, because that's insane, especially for the volume of lifts I was doing. I'll do like a slideshow of everything now, but yeah, that was pretty intense. I've actually just realized that I haven't logged one of those exercises, so I'm going to do that now. Yeah, so as you'll see in the slideshow, a lot of the workouts today won't be logged, or they won't be filmed. It was so busy in there today, which is so unusual for that gym. To that extent, it was definitely like, it died down a lot more later in the day, so that's why I started like filming a bit more. But no, like as it goes on like entrance, what a busy day today. But yeah, no, really good session. Ooh, We've got a nice little car on the go somewhere. No, maybe bike. Sounds like a bike. I think it's about to come out of this tunnel. Sounds like it's about to come out of this tunnel. If I walk in front of this tunnel, am I going to get hit? It is a nice plane. Very nice plane. Yes, so all in all today's gym session, pretty good. I enjoyed it. Definitely one of the faster ones, being only like 45 minutes, I think it was. Pretty good. So I'm gonna go back now. I'm gonna have some carbs, but according to my macro factor app, which is really good, I've already consumed all the calories for today, but fuck it, I'm hungry, so, and I'm on a bulk, so fuck it, an extra bit of pasta can't be too bad. Here comes Mr. Bike. I do like a bike, very much so. But my mentality today, definitely pushed myself harder today. Definitely more so than yesterday. Yesterday was a hard day, but it felt lackluster because obviously I couldn't do as much weight-wise as I want to because I'm being held back on my shoulder. On a pull day like today, that isn't necessarily a problem. But yeah, so pull days, I'll be honest, pull days at the moment are more so a favorite day. I like working my biceps. I like pull downs, that kind of thing. So pull days are leading towards being more of a favorite day. I didn't actually have to change anything in my routine today either. Everything was actually just stuff I wanted to do, stuff I like doing. I failed to break a PB on the shoulder press today, but I managed to get 45 at I think it was like six reps, maybe 7, which I think is pretty good because I haven't done that. According to my app, I haven't done that. And with my shoulder being the way it is, that's a good win for me. Last pull day, I think I got 50 at 3 reps, which is good, but I wanted to get 4. But yeah, so that's about it for this little bit. I'll probably do some narration over all the lifting clips, but we'll see. I might just do subtitles like I did in the last one. Maybe a little explanation of the weight that I'm doing and stuff like that. But yeah, that concludes pull day number 1 of this week. I think I've got posterior chain tomorrow, which is a lot of legs, back exercises, some cable crunches, I think, which are really good. I like those because they're nice and easy to do. And I've just started figuring out how to overload them, although it does make me go a little bit shaky during the workout. So I might drop the weight down a little bit, try and rep out 8 to 12 instead of cranking it up real high and only getting 4 or 5. But yeah, so posterior chain tomorrow. It's going to be fun. Yeah, that concludes today.